and I'm Caterina as usual. You can follow me here on Drag Queen Adventures, and I will share it also to my personal page. So today we'll talk to the three guys from Cantina Social about their blogging activity, and I don't know, I think I wanted to start by asking you to present yourself, and also welcome to wanting to participate in my live stream. And I'm trying to get it to stream on Twitter too, but it doesn't work for the moment, so hopefully soon we will be there too. So if you start, I don't know, any one of you who wants to start to present yourself?
All right, I will start.
Bravo, John.
All right, there we go. My name is John Murnane. I've been a part of this group for a while now, from the United States. I grew up in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I've been living in Italy for about, about 5.5 years. I've always lived in Torino, which is a city that I really, really enjoy. I did a master's and got a master's in tourism, about specifically in the Piemonte region, which kind of really, between various things, kind of awoken a lot of my passions for wine and food and culinary arts and things. So I wrote for a blog for a year called My Name is Barbera, which I was working for the Consorzio di Barbere di Asti Monferrato Nizza. And I wrote for them and translated for them, and that's how I got to meet Adriano, and then got to become a part of this team with them. So a little bit about myself. There we go.
Okay, and the rest of you, do you want to present yourself?
Bye.
My name is Matteo Franco. I'm an architect, an interior designer. I'm the only one who doesn't, non c'entro molto nel mondo del vino. So I'm only a wine lover, just passion avuta dal mio caro amico Adriano. Abbiamo iniziato questo progetto da circa un anno e adesso ve ne parleremo. Insomma, grazie dell'invito innanzitutto, Caterina.
No, grazie a voi.
Ok, io non parlo in inglese perché così almeno non faccio figuracce, tanto voi due siete quelli che lo parlano. Io sono Adriano, 2 anni fa ho preso il diploma da sommelier, 4 anni fa ormai sono totalmente folgorato dal mondo del vino. Ho fatto prima un piccolo corso con una bellissima realtà di Torino, comunque nazionale, che è Go Wine, che mi ha appunto introdotto a questo mondo. Dopodiché questo piccolo corso non mi è più bastato, quindi sono andato a cercare un corso più completo, perché comunque negli anni ho sviluppato una passione per la cucina che non mi è più bastata, e di conseguenza ho voluto andare oltre, e quindi ho fatto il corso dell'AIS 2 anni fa, ho conseguito il mio diploma. Da lì ho incominciato un percorso che mi ha portato ad aprire un home restaurant con una startup di Torino che si chiama Gnammo, al quale devo tantissimo, perché comunque mi ha fatto crescere tanto, mi ha dato la possibilità appunto di invitare gente a casa mia per potergli fare questi abbinamenti col cibo e con il vino insieme a una mia carissima amica. E dopodiché sono entrato a far parte del mondo del barbecue, della più grossa realtà italiana, che è il Different, dove appunto mi hanno chiamato per mettere insieme il pairing tra il barbecue e il vino. Sono stato poi contattato da John perché appunto per il blog per cui lavorava praticamente era interessato a fare un paio di lavori col pairing per quanto riguarda la Barbera con il barbecue. E poi niente, un anno fa praticamente ho proposto a Matteo di iniziare questo percorso qua, perché avevamo in testa tante cose, e abbiamo iniziato così, e poi John si è unito alla brigata nel momento stesso in cui praticamente siamo partiti. Abbiamo avuto molto più appeal all'estero che in Italia, di conseguenza abbiamo proprio capito che era un po' più facile o comunque i nostri follower erano un po' più internazionali e di conseguenza John è venuto a far parte del nostro team e ormai saranno 6 mesi e adesso eccoci qua. 1, 2, 3. Uno più bello dell'altro. Io sono il più bello.
That seems, I don't know, do you want to translate yourself what he said, or do you want
I wasn't paying enough attention. I hear it every day. No, you can. Really, there wasn't much to say.
No, I think he presented himself to how he became part of the group. For the people who are trying to follow us on Twitter, I just wrote a tweet that I don't manage to get the stream to work today. It worked before, but not today. So you have to just tune in to Facebook and follow us here. So what I was interested in was if you could tell us a bit more about, I mean, you already told us about how you started the blog a bit, but if you could tell us a bit more about the goal behind the blogging itself and how, I mean, the difficulties in the beginning when you started and how it came about.
Sure.
For the people who doesn't know you, I mean, I'll
sure,
put a link here also.
I think the thing that's most important, and I know we talk about this kind of every meeting that we get together and we speak. We want to make sure that we remain focused inside of this really wine-friendly group. We don't use that term really lightly. That's something that we're really adamant about kind of sticking to. Obviously, me being kind of like an outsider coming to Italy, and you may understand this as well, kind of coming into this world. I don't say this in any negative way. We know the story, we know the tradition. To say it sometimes can be pretentious could possibly be an understatement. And it's a very, and even in the United States, I noticed the same thing. Our culture of wine is very much, it's elegant, it's important. Concepts of table wine, concepts of just sitting and drinking wine and enjoying it with friends, might not be so common because it's linked to such a kind of an upper echelon part of society. I think now with the various generations, I feel like that's changing, and that's definitely who we're appealing to. We want to introduce people to fantastic wines that maybe they wouldn't find so easily, and give them general, just good information about it. We all know everybody's tastes are different. So, one person's description is never going to cover it, which is fine. We know that and we accept that. So I think through our team in some way, through the fact that Adriano is a sommelier, Matteo is just, he's a wine lover, but also understands a lot of things about design, and myself, a wine lover who constantly learns about wine. I think all of those three things together the three of us together have created a really great group to present user-friendly information. And that has become the most important thing for us. And I believe that has the most to do with our growth. We can go from other people who are sommeliers and know a lot about wine to somebody who maybe, doesn't really drink wine, but they're interested in it. And we want to give people who are interested an opportunity to learn more.
No, that's true. Anything to add from the rest of you? Let's see if there's any question. So when you choose what to write about, I mean, do you have any preferences? Do you have any? I mean, you said, of course, it's a bit like me too, that I want to write about wine in a more unpretentious way. I don't like to write about it. I mean, I don't do much kind of only descriptions about the wine or rate. rate the wine, but I'm not really interested in that. So when you choose what to write about, does it depend on which events you go to, or do you have an idea which type of wines you want to write about in general?
Adri, what would you say? Do you feel? I mean, I kind of have my answer, but what do you think? How do we pick and choose?
Yeah. Noi abbiamo scelto questa strada, Cantina Social nasce proprio con lo spirito di voler far piacere il mondo del vino a più gente possibile, no? E di conseguenza quando noi scriviamo qualcosa, a parte il fatto che ci stiamo ancora abbastanza organizzando e quindi non abbiamo ancora tanto sviluppato, ma quello che comunque fino adesso è stato fatto è soprattutto un resoconto degli eventi, dei molti eventi a cui abbiamo partecipato, a cui siamo stati invitati. Di conseguenza, soprattutto in questo punto di vista qua, abbiamo proprio scelto di dare più spazio alle persone che al vino, proprio perché noi pensiamo che questo sia un pochettino la parte più importante. Tendenzialmente un vino, se non ha alle spalle una persona, non è nulla, e di conseguenza è più che giusto dare lo spazio che merita alle persone che sono dietro la bottiglia in quanto produttori, ma soprattutto anche poi tutte le persone che lavorano in questo campo e indubbiamente creando eventi. Quindi noi per adesso stiamo proprio scrivendo la parte umana e facendo un resoconto del lavoro che hanno fatto le persone per organizzare degli eventi a cui comunque noi appunto partecipiamo e che abbiamo sempre visto proprio con un interesse particolare, perché sono proprio derivanti dall'amore per il vino che comunque una persona ha, perché organizzare un evento, noi un po' lo abbiamo capito con quelle piccole cose che abbiamo fatto, è un impegno grandissimo e di conseguenza è giusto dare il proprio spazio a queste persone. Quindi abbiamo proprio scelto di parlare molto più delle persone che del vino, anche perché comunque tendenzialmente noi non siamo nessuno per dare un giudizio alla bottiglia, soprattutto per il rispetto in primis delle persone che ci lavorano dietro. Poi c'è gente molto più preparata di noi che fa questo di mestiere e che è giusto che continui a farlo, non vogliamo rubare lavoro a nessuno o non vogliamo inventarci nessun tipo di lavoro che non ci appartiene.
Sì, il discorso poi, la cosa che ci appassiona più di tutti sono, diciamo, le storie che stanno dietro tutti questi vini dei quali approfondiamo la conoscenza quasi giornalmente. Siamo partiti a gennaio di un anno fa e il nostro intento era di raccontare in maniera friendly il mondo del vino, con un linguaggio non per forza tecnico e non per forza che, diciamo, chiudesse, che fosse accessibile a tutti. E dopodiché diciamo, ci stiamo muovendo cercando di raccontare le storie che più ci appassionano. Siamo partiti dai produttori locali, a partire da Travaglini di Gattinara, siamo andati a conoscerli meno di un anno fa, in cui abbiamo scritto un articolo molto bello su un loro vino. È molto, diciamo, a noi appassiona appunto la passione che le persone mettono dietro il vino. Il nostro payoff nel blog infatti è Stories Behind Wine, e con quel Behind Wine noi vogliamo, diciamo, mettere dentro tutto l'entourage che c'è dietro alla produzione della singola bottiglia di vino. Diciamo, questo è il nostro... Poi magari John, magari lo puoi spiegare meglio in inglese.
For the people who are following, I just wanted to say briefly that they were saying that they're not very into doing the ratings of the wine or similar, but they prefer to talk about the people behind the winery or the wine produced and the people they meet at different events. And that they also, this is what they want to tell a story about, if I'm correct. Am I correct, John?
Yeah, no, we definitely, we are into storytelling. I think that, you know, even outside of wine, I mean, in the world of marketing and how things work right now, storytelling is pretty important, and people want to feel connected. And obviously, without becoming too sentimental, there's a lot of emotion that goes into wine, whether it's the weather, the land, the people who make it. There's so much history and story, and I think giving that space to those people, and allowing people to feel connected to it, that's definitely one of the more powerful things that we can do, and that's what we're interested in. So.
No, I agree. So do you feel like while you started, because you started a year ago, no, or a bit more? I think
a little bit more than a year.
Yeah. So do you think how has it changed? I mean, from the beginning to where you are now? I mean, because I mean, when I started also, I mean, I didn't have a very clear vision about what I wanted to do. I just started writing, and then it kind of developed from there. So, I mean, do you feel that your direction has changed during the first year, or?
I think I can speak for all three of us in saying that yeah, thanks guys. It's just evolved. You know, and that's kind of the fun part. We were talking about this the other day. Just kind of the evolution of our group and what we've decided and what we want to do. We're coming across new opportunities, and coming up with our own opportunities all the time. So, you know, what you see on Cantina Social right now, very well might not be what you see from us, you know, in 6 months. And that's good. That's how we want it to be. We want to continue to give information and kind of notes, if you will, about what people want. And so we are, you know, to make it sound good, we're a wine page for the people. That's what we want to do. So that's, you know, it's gonna change. We're gonna come up with new things. Now what those next things are, we can't tell you, or else you would do it. So it'll be good though.
That's cool. So if you talk a bit about because you have a very impressive Instagram feed, I'm very impressed about your Instagram feed because I'm not that good with Instagram. So how has it helped you to develop your community on Instagram?
Yeah, it's been interesting. Obviously, we have a great following. It's growing every day. Matteo, we're close to 32,000.
Yes, 32.
So we understand that it's quite a bit of growth, but I think that just kind of it plays into what we do. We're trying to, you know, to be honest, obviously, and kind of Matteo definitely plays a part in this. You know, we love the aesthetics of wine too. It's not always, it is about what's inside, and we know that, but we like the aesthetics of it too. And whether it's the way it's presented in a wine cellar or, you know, in a barrel or wherever it is, we are interested in capturing those moments. And we hope that we transmit something with our photos, with our pictures on Instagram. You know, we want it to be enjoyable. We want people to be more attracted to wine because of the work that we do. And I think because we've put that kind of energy into it, we've been able to see some really good results.
Yes, this is and Instagram is a great part of our work because we started in January 2016. First of all on Instagram, on February on Facebook, and we put on Instagram just our wine life. Every week we select some wines, we taste it, and we take some picture, we speak about it without saying something technical, but and people like it, just follow us to learn something different, something they doesn't know before. So that's it. I'll take the picture. Adriano has the right skills to write the post, and we are also, we like also do the live streaming during the event with the interview of the producers, and we like it so much. We can wait to see live direct from Instagram, because there is a live direct from Facebook, and
yeah, I think it's rolling out soon also in Europe. No,
I hope. We hope, because we have a lot of.
I think it will take another month or so. I think it's coming.
Yeah. I mean, we've noticed, obviously, kind of the different channels on social media. We have definitely put quite a bit of focus on Instagram, because it still seems like one of those free outlets where kind of the time and the energy that you put into it, you can get out of it without putting in too many actual dollars. And so we've been able to create just, a really organic community, which has been great. That was when these guys, I was lucky enough when they asked me to come and be a part of it. And I looked at how many followers they had in the short amount of time. I was impressed. I was extremely impressed. And to be able to be a part of that and kind of help that grow has been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun.
I'm not trying to speak English, so quello che noi abbiamo proprio voluto fare è proprio un discorso veramente che comunque ci appartiene da sempre. Matteo fa delle grandi foto perché comunque ha ovviamente alle spalle un percorso estetico dovuto dai suoi studi, chiaro, ma infatti cioè comunque proprio al fatto che dei suoi studi abbiamo messo insieme le nostre due capacità. Ovviamente siamo coordinati da John, che comunque ci dà una mano a mettere giù un inglese fatto in un certo modo. Poi comunque abbiamo veramente in testa di fare tante cose. Siamo proprio, onestamente non pensavamo di avere un successo così grosso, quindi siamo proprio un attimino stati presi anche un pochettino noi, perché io di giorno vendo sigarette, Matteo è un architetto, John invece fa appunto lezioni di inglese e traduzioni, cioè quindi comunque noi del mondo del vino siamo solo appassionati. Infatti mia sorella, che penso che ci sta guardando, comunque si arrabbia pure quando io in negozio faccio cose che non c'entrano con il negozio.
Ciao Giulia.
Quindi proprio sai, la cosa bella è quella, che comunque noi facciamo tutto questo perché ci piace, e quindi abbiamo unito appunto le sue belle fotografie con questo senso, che questo taglio che un pochettino ho voluto dare io all'epoca, che era proprio inteso, il vino è bello, il vino è una cosa che fa stare bene con gli amici. Io comunque Matteo lo conosco da 20 anni, però ci siamo poi trovati 2 anni fa intorno a un tavolo per la prima volta e davanti a una bottiglia di vino, e quindi comunque sai, queste unioni qua sono sempre più forti perché comunque si sta facendo una cosa bella. Poi ovvio che se uno riesce a tirar fuori qualcosa da una passione, ben venga. E quindi questo taglio così è andato molto bene da subito. Io che comunque sul mio profilo prendevo tipo 5 like a foto perché ho 5 parenti, è ovvio che quando arrivi ad averne 100 in 2 giorni dici ma come mai? E quindi appunto da lì incominci a strutturarti in modo tale da poter sempre andare meglio e comunque dare una costanza al nostro tipo di format, e quindi eccoci qua.
Sì, faccio un riassunto di numeri. Al momento siamo seguiti da 32.000 persone su Instagram, i nostri follower sono sparsi la maggior parte tra gli Stati Uniti e il Brasile, e una buona parte in Italia. Le città dove siamo maggiormente seguiti sono San Paolo in Brasile e New York, e a seguire Roma e Milano, e appunto questa crescita c'è stata in un anno siamo arrivati a 30.000 followers all'incirca, stiamo continuando a crescere comunque con costanza, e anche come supporto delle persone. Se a febbraio dell'anno scorso prendevamo 200 like, adesso ne prendiamo 1200, però è solo perché appunto la passione che riusciamo a trasmettere è nostra, e tutto quanto a 6 mesi, per fare un esempio, a 6 mesi dalla nascita del progetto abbiamo ridisegnato il logo che vedete, che ho disegnato io, l'abbiamo ridisegnato con dei tappi di sughero. Il nostro logo con dei tappi di sughero è stato fatto
con tutte bottiglie nostre,
con tutte bottiglie che abbiamo assaggiato in 6 mesi.
no, ho bevuto proprio, non le avevo assaggiate.
Non eravamo sempre in due,
eravamo anche da soli.
Nel senso, il discorso è proprio quello, quindi insomma,
okay, so just to translate a bit for the people who are following.
Scusa.
Stiamo parlando.
So basically, I mean, as for many of us, it's a passion. It becomes like a bit of an obsession after a while, I think. So you said that you are followed mostly by people in New York, Brazil, and where was it in Italy? Rome and Piemonte.
Rome and Milan.
Rome and Milan, and that you are around 1,000 likes per photo. No? Or what did you say?
Yes.
Yeah. We're about a little over 1,000 now.
Yeah, which is very impressive. I'm very impressed. And was there something else you said? You designed the logo yourself with the corks.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And basically, I mean, I asked a bit if there's any questions, but so far mostly people are enjoying, I think, listening. So if I then would ask you, what has been the most challenging thing during the first year? From when you started your blog?
I'm guessing you'll give me this one, guys. No, honestly, I'm going to give a kind of a mature answer here. Probably staying focused on and becoming decisive in the lanes that we want to take. Trying to figure out what our next steps are and making sure that we know what we're doing and we're studying it, and everything that we do has begun to have a purpose. I think as they were saying, we kind of started, they started it, and then when I came along when it was already kind of becoming something big. But as they started it, it really was just, a couple guys sharing their experience with wine over a period of time. Probably, once it became a thing, we realized, okay, that's not to say that's not acceptable anymore, but we can do more and we want to do more. And then trying to figure out what the best next steps are for us, even for us now. What are the next social media channels that we want to try and go after? Who are the wine producers? What events do we want to go to? Do we want to get into, merchandising and creating other items? So I think that's been the most difficult part, from kind of basically transforming this into something a little bit more professional. I think having all of us focused on the same thing has been not difficult, but challenging. It's been a new experience for all of us.
Mm-hmm. Right. Also because col fatto che non è il nostro lavoro, proprio noi comunque almeno stiamo sempre più cercando che questa cosa qua prima o poi lo diventi, e quindi siamo sempre lì un pochettino alla ricerca ogni giorno, a cercare qualcosa di nuovo, appunto, come diceva John. Per fortuna questa cosa vuol dire bere anche insieme, quindi comunque c'è anche una parte bella. Per fortuna non siamo amanti che ne so io, del giardinaggio, quindi possiamo anche berci la bottiglia insieme. Comunque è sempre una continua ricerca delle cose. Piano piano vediamo che c'è sempre un qualcosa che è più vicino, e quindi stiamo contenti così.
No, there's no. No. I think I agree with you, because I mean, I think it's a continuous development now to have a blog. I mean, because of course, most of us are not full-time wine writers because I also have a job, even if I'm pretty much at the computer while I'm working, so I can do a bit of both. But it takes a lot of time to do all the things with the blogging and going to events and stuff. So it's like to have almost 2 full-time jobs.
Yes, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. Yeah, it's fun. It's
and no, it's a lot of fun, but sometimes it's like having 2 full-time jobs to manage.
Yep.
So I don't know. Do you want to talk about this new project that you have? Because you said that you're going to start a new kind of marketing or merchandise project with your. What is it you're going to sell, and how are you going to launch it?
Yes, we have basically, Matteo, feel free to stop me and interject whenever you want.
Okay. Basically, Caterina, we have a lot of projects.
Yeah, exactly.
we
are working on
since when we start.
Sorry, I didn't pause.
No.
We are working on
la nostra linea è terribile, quindi non vediamo nulla, però vi sentiamo perfettamente.
No, but we
quindi
see
se sembriamo immobili perché non vediamo nulla.
Vi vediamo, quindi non c'è un
Però se voi Ok, ottimo. Allora vi sentiamo perfettamente.
All right.
Okay.
We are working on a couple new projects. One of them will be a merchandising line, and kind of sticking with the same idea, same thread that we've been working with. Basically, authenticity, genuine products, things that are artisan made. We have found a really great group, a couple of young ladies who are absolutely incredible at what they do. In terms of designing clothes. Can we say the name?
Yes, I think so.
Nero di Seppia.
Nero di Seppia. Go check them out on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. They really are incredibly talented. They do handmade stuff here in Torino. And we've been able to connect with them, and they're also like most Italian people, are very passionate about wine. So they were very open to our collaboration. So hopefully, I don't know, next few months, you'll be seeing some things from us that we've worked with them to help design and put out. I'll tell you, I'm not necessarily like an incredible graphics person, but the shirts are really, really well done, and they really kind of, I'm definitely proud of what we're doing, and it captures well, again, not to be overly cliche, it really captures what we're trying to do, in terms of whether it's the aesthetic or just the general appeal of wine. It's a really great product, and we're excited to put it out there in the near future for everybody else. So I'd say that's probably our biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
We have a couple events that we know that we're going to in the near future that we've already planned out. The first one is at the end of the month. What is it? Anteprima di Amarone.
Anteprima Marone.
Anteprima Amarone.
Sì, Anteprima Marone in Verona.
In Verona. So we're really excited to be a part of that. And we're putting together we're starting to already put together our program of what we want to do, what we want to show people, and how we want to kind of carry that event with us through Cantina Social.
Infatti le nostre dirette streaming sono nate così, cioè appunto proprio anche lì per far vedere comunque alla gente che magari non ha potuto partecipare lo spirito che c'è all'evento, piuttosto che i banchi di assaggio e fargli comunque vivere l'esperienza anche se non hanno potuto, perché comunque spesso e sovente negli anni non sono riuscito ad andare a parecchi eventi. Ovvio che non essere lì con un bicchiere in mano a sentire i profumi, a parlare con il produttore non è lo stesso, però comunque puoi sempre bene o male percepire un pochettino l'aria. Quindi abbiamo appunto scelto di far così. Siamo partiti l'anno scorso con il primo evento che è stato Bye Bye, ovviamente per noi è giocare in casa perché era qua a Torino, ed è stata una cosa molto interessante che a noi è molto piaciuta, è piaciuta anche alla gente a casa, e quindi noi da lì facciamo tutti i nostri eventi così e siamo contenti.
Okay, so they're also telling us that they do live stream on your Facebook page, or where do you do it?
For right now, yeah, Facebook. We're kind of waiting to get that through from Instagram to do live feed.
Yeah, no. And I think we're a lot of people. I mean, I don't do Facebook much because I don't have my audience so much there. I mean, I do some of it, but not very much. So I mostly do Twitter streams, Twitter videos, or Periscope, or I do Snapchat. And then I kind of track them over. But yeah, I think it's a great way to make your audience feel like they're there with you. So
yes,
exactly.
We understand that we're very fortunate young men to be able to go to these events and enjoy some of the small perks that do come with being wine bloggers and involved in this world. So I can tell you from being a foreigner, these experiences are they're fun, they're different. Definitely never experienced anything like it when I was living in the States. I'm not from California, so I can't say that. That's something that's.
I mean, neither is Sweden. I think you can have any experience like that. So it's fun.
So it's fun, and it's fun to be able to share that with people, and again, try and communicate what it's like.
So there were two comments. There's Lynn. She's actually living in Bordeaux because her husband is Lynn Gaudi. Her husband is doing a master in enology in Bordeaux, and she was here in Florence just before Christmas. So she made a comment about that she likes the thing about communication and that it's like a culture and communication all in one to have a wine blog. And then there was a comment from Saverio in Monterotondo Winery in Gaiole. So he says that he would like to get to know you personally once. I don't know if you will be at an event where he is too. He would like to get to know you. And
we'll definitely take the name down and make sure that we can
contact later on. He produced a really nice Chianti Classico from Gaiole. So if you're interested.
Very cool. We're always interested. Always interested, and we say again, we're laughing and we're having fun here, but really, we're always interested in getting to know the producers, because that is such that's that one thing. Even in the States, you can go somewhere, you can buy a bottle of wine, and it can be great. But the moment that you have personal contact with somebody, I think we can all agree that something changes, and it just makes it a little bit more real. And that's what we want to do. That's what we want to do.
No, I totally agree. I think that's also perhaps what makes wine blogging a bit more interesting lately. I think because according to me, there are too many who only write very kind of descriptive text about the wine, and I just found that very boring. So
it is.
Something else, because I mean, if you want that, you can find that on any kind of wine app anyway. So you don't have to read a blog for that.
It's not accessible for everybody, and it's not what. It's just not accessible for everybody, and it's not what people want to hear. I could speak about the technique and all the technical things of American football, for example, and who would really care? But would everybody enjoy going to a game?
Yeah.
They would. I mean, not everybody, but I mean, obviously you understand the analogy there. And that's kind of what we want to do. We want to describe it. We want to give them what it is, instead of just talking about the flavor.
Sì, anche perché
Do you have anything to add? Sorry, I think there's a bit of delay between the app and the Facebook.
I think they got cut off.
They got cut off. Okay. Okay. Well, let's wait for them.
Yep.
So Adriano and Matteo, they will be back very soon. So I don't know if you want to say something more about your plans for the. I mean, I guess you're going to be at Amarone. You're going to be at WinesOfItaly, I guess.
Yes, WinesOfItaly is definitely going to be an event that we focus on. And then really just kind of keeping, I unfortunately, because of my job, I don't always get my hand on the day-to-day events and comments and things that are happening within our group. So I always hear the tail bits of everything. I know it's going to be a busy year simply because of the amount of growth that we had last year. So we've had the fortune again of having people begin to contact us and being invited to events. And so our sphere of influence is just kind of increasing, which has been a lot of fun, obviously. And so we'll just kind of see where it goes. But events are definitely becoming a thing for us because it gives us an opportunity again, in some way, to demonstrate our personality to the producers as well, and help create, a connection. I think in the wine community as well, 3 young guys working in social media. I don't want to say it's not always well received. That's not the point. It's just something new. They're not used to it. But I think, again, that human-to-human contact, showing who you are, how you, in some ways, behave, present yourself, I think that opens a lot of doors for us, and we've noticed that. So I know events are going to be a big key for us.
No, I agree. I think so too. I mean, if you're real and you kind of show up and you're not too, I mean, you show also that you're very interested, I think it changes. I mean, it changed a lot for me. I mean, because I kind of just, I think I have a pretty down-to-earth attitude. So I don't really go to an event or when I'm invited with any preconceptions. I just kind of try to follow along and then see, get to know the winery or the event people.
Exactly. And that again, for me, being such an outsider, I look at these guys sometimes and I remind them that this is all new for me. It's all new. Being able to go into a producer's home and sit and try their wines and, taste the cheeses, just those things for me. I'm a kid in a candy shop. This stuff is still new. It's a funny joke. I always tell people, my girlfriend is Italian and she accuses me of putting too much Parmigiano on my pasta with sauce. And my response is always, I was deprived of good Parmigiano for 20 years of my life. So I'm trying to recuperate all of the Parmigiano that I missed. And sometimes I feel that way when we go to events and things. It's kind of just, trying to be a sponge and really, soak it all in, because for me, this is very new and it's fun. It's fun. These guys are a little bit more like seasoned veterans, but it's still a lot of fun.
But it should be fun too, I think, because when it starts to become too much of that you feel like it's a burden and that you have to write something, and I don't know, because then I don't work with it. It's not my job, so I can say that I'm not a professional journalist.
Right.
No, I think also
there is a lot of freedom when you get to choose what you get to write about, and you get to just.
Of course. It's a privilege. So.
Absolutely. to be able
can
to feel
say
that
like
out.
this that I don't want to have any preconception. I want to choose what I write about, but of course I write for myself, for my own blog, so I don't have to write certain things if I don't want.
Absolutely. No, that's a big plus. That's a big plus. So I'm interested to follow your success a little bit more through
Well,
your
I don't have
stream.
as much success as you have, but
No, you know, it's for me again. I can't. It's been. I was lucky enough to be asked by them. Adriano and I really kind of hit it off. I worked in restaurants in the United States and was also a bartender, and that's, you know, there was various stages for me between food and wine. My best friends are chefs back in the States. So I have a huge love for the culinary arts, and also I love barbecue. I think it's an American tradition that's overlooked a little bit and kind of been commercialized in a way that there's nothing special about it. But if Adriano was here, he would explain to you that there's science behind it, and it's a really cool thing. So when me and him really hit it off, that changed everything and really opened some doors. And I can't tell you, I was blown away by the success that they had and then we had together. It's pretty cool. And now just trying
but I mean, I think it's also good to be 3 people because it's a lot of work in the end. I mean,
it is a lot of work.
Yeah.
and there's, yeah, I won't say anything else. I'll just say that it's a lot of work. And there's always more work to do because, you know, and to some extent, when you know that so many people are watching you, you feel a sense of responsibility to provide content that's good. I don't want to say.
I said that because I do it on my own, and I realized that there are a lot of parts of my blog that I just don't have time. I just don't have.
Yep. No, absolutely. Being in 3 definitely has helped. And like Adriano and Matteo said before, we're lucky that all 3 of us have kind of different strengths, and we're able to kind of diversify between the 3 of us. So it's been a huge part of our success.
So they're trying to get in. There's another American. I don't know if you know him, Nazim Beltran. I don't know if he lives in Milan.
Okay.
But he's also having a blog about food and wine with his wife.
Okay.
I think he was following us before.
Okay. No, I'm not. I don't
Well, there's a
know
lot
him.
of Americans in Italy, so it's not.
Yes. Now we're growing in numbers. I wish they would go back. I liked it better when there was less of us. But
Oh, that's great.
it's interesting even with just speaking locally, with the growth of FCA and Fiat, the amount of Americans that I've seen and found in Torino has multiplied drastically over the last 3 years. So you're beginning to see a lot more people, which I think is a good thing, because Torino isn't changing. Torino is staying the same. Even the way that they approach, everything, the way they do business here, it hasn't changed to so much accommodate for tourism and for people who are foreign, which is one of the reasons why I love it so much, is because I feel like I live in an Italian city. I can't.
No, that's true. I mean, Florence, with Florence, I mean, it's changed a lot. I mean, you have the local parts of the town, but
yeah,
it's very adapted to the American.
Everything is everything is still pretty local here. You have some important places and important areas, squares and such, but everything still feels real local, which is great. And that's kind of been the fun part for me when I was a part of the the Barbera di Asti story, that was one of the biggest things that I really loved was, okay, Barbera is a pretty well-known wine for different reasons. Most people know it as Barbera di Alba, in some ways the little brother of Barolo, but it's become something bigger, and Barbera di Asti has really been able to put Barbera on the map as kind of the #1 variety that comes from that region. And the producers have put in an exceptional amount of energy and work into what they've done to really create an incredible product that was not always seen that way. I mean, I talked to locals here, and
that's true.
They still stick their nose up at Barbera di Asti. They still stick their nose up to it, but that's been a real fun part for me about being here.
But have you checked out the Nizza, the new DOCG, which is the part of Gianluca Morino, no?
Yep. Again, the work that they've done, to receive the DOCG, I know was painstaking, but a lot of hard work has paid off there. Nizza and Monferrato, obviously Asti, but Nizza in particular, especially between what they've done with Ruque and also Barbera, has been really impressive. And some of the things that they've been able to produce have been exceptional.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, because I think it was more like a everyday wine considered before, but also because I guess compared to Barolo and Barbaresco, it's like the younger.
And I don't work for them anymore, so I'm just giving them free publicity right now.
No, I agree.
But what they've been able to do with the what's the term? It's a certain type of fermentation, malactic fermentation.
Malolactic.
They've been able to turn acidity into structure, which was the key for them, because it was such an acidic wine and it was known as kind of that table wine, farmer's wine, whatever. It was harsh, but being able to transform that into giving wine structure. Meeting with a couple producers, we were able to taste some Barberas that were 2006, 2005, that were unbelievable. I mean, I would choose them over a lot of different wines. And so for that experience, again, that's what was, eye-opening about it, and has been about this whole experience for me. Just really the discovery of new things.
Well, I guess it's also the Sangiovese has a problem with acidity. It needs a long time to settle down before you can drink. I mean, if you drink a young Chianti, it can be very
it can. Yeah, it can be a little bit harsh. It can definitely be a little bit harsh. But it's again, not to sound. It's very easy to sound cliche when you talk about wines, but when you begin to figure out that in some way it's like a living, breathing organism, and it's evolving, and every little variable can change it. I should mention I studied philosophy at university, so when you put some of these things together, for me, it's just a blast to think about them and where they come from and how they were formed and how they were created. That's me doing this by myself would be difficult, but once I've been able to be a part of this vehicle, Cantina Social, it's really been able to put me in some fun positions to learn more than I ever expected.
No, it's true. I mean, surely, the background you have contributes to how you learn and how you see upon the thing.
Exactly. No, that's absolutely true. I mean, my background in general, from university to jobs and different work that I've done, and then getting my master's, it's really put me in an interesting position, and I think gives me an interesting perspective on everything that we're doing. So I enjoy it. You're not gonna get me to say anything else. I just got a message
let's
from
see if they can
Matteo.
get in. I don't know.
No, I just got a message from Matteo and Adriano, and they are still stuck on whatever blue screen there is. And they said it's not working, but just say hi to everybody for them. So
Okay, so I guess we just end it here because anyway, I mean, they were part of the stream for most of the time. So,
yep.
So I will just thank you for participating, and I'm sorry we couldn't be on Twitter or Periscope too, but sometimes the technical stuff with live streaming is a bit weird. So
Yes, it is.
so I mean, as long as it works, because there's been times when it didn't even work. So. So for those of you who want to follow Cantina Social, you can follow them on Instagram, which is Social. And if you want to follow them on Twitter, it's at La Cantina Social. Or they can follow you here on Facebook. So
guys,
anything you want to add?
hey guys,
we're back.
No, I don't know what Matteo and they're trying. I think they're trying to join, maybe only by audio.
Okay.
But
yes.
no.
We are here.
Just,
we can hear them.
yes. I just thank you for what you do and for having us on here. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for those who already follow us, and if you don't follow us, obviously. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And we look forward to seeing you guys and being a part of everybody's wine story. I guess that's probably what we would want to do. And look who it is.
I mean, in general, there are a lot of wine people listening. Also, a lot of wineries, at least from Tuscany. Yeah, we can hear you, but we can't see you. Here they are.
There we go.
You're back.
So yeah, and obviously, if there is anybody out there who does want to contact us, feel free, send us a message on Facebook or Instagram, and we will get back to you.
I posted your blog or your website also in the message here on the live stream. So if people want to read your blog, they can find it there. Do you want to add something?
Come with us to Verona.
Yeah,
I'll see if I'll be in Verona. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I'll see if I manage. I'm going to Siena this week because it's the Wine and Siena organized by Merano, I think. The Merano Wine Festival. Do you want to add something? Matteo, Adriano?
Che dire, sarà un anno bellissimo, saremo contenti di fare qualsiasi cosa che ci verrà in mente di fare lungo questo periodo, perché ci scriviamo una volta al giorno cambiando 100.000 volte idee e altre cose, e quindi niente, partiamo bene, andremo in questo posto bello a Verona. Non riusciamo a trovare da dormire per il WinesOfItaly, nonostante manchino 4 mesi, però non perdiamo, al massimo dormiamo in tenda, non c'è più un posto da dormire che sia uno, e niente, per il resto sarà un anno molto bello per noi tre, siamo contenti di questo percorso e non vediamo l'ora che arrivino, non lo so, tante belle cose.
Vabbè. Provo a farlo in inglese. This would be the year for us. We have a lot of great stuff to do it, some big project to come. We are ready. We are ready for the event. We're ready for everything. So just join us and follow us, and we are here. Okay?
Okay, so if you want to follow them or reach out to them, you can find them on all the channels here, social media channels, or you can send them a message if you are in Verona, either for Amarone or for WinesItaly. And I will be at WinesItaly too. I don't know if I will be for the Amarone, but we'll see. So thanks again for participating, and I'll put the video on YouTube in a while, and I'll write an article shortly too. So thanks for being here, and I hope you had fun. And next week we will have another sommelier from Campania, which is Armando Pistolese, I think. He used to work at Mercato Centrale here in Florence as a sommelier, where we got to know him to have wine, to drink wine. So he will talk about wine in Campania. We haven't chosen the specific area yet, but he will talk about something less known. So I hope you can follow us then, and I hope I will manage to get the Periscope working for next week. And otherwise, you can find me here on Facebook. So thanks again for all who were listening, and to all of you in Cantina Social, and see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Ciao Cata.
Ciao.
Ciao.